Okay, day 3, framing day. So I've got the first thing I've got to do is cut all this out because it's measured flat to there. Take those nails out and then potentially trim back the frame. So I'm going to put that one on that side and I'm going to speak to the plasterer about what he wants to do on this side because it's 1200 wide, but those are what? 90? Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, you got to take that out. I did bring the tripod today after, getting complaints, sorry auntie, of road sickness until I was jumping around a bit before. Okay, so let's get this set up and get this in. Okay, so this one should just fit straight in. It's going to be required for that. Let's go look at that. We can tap that in. So that's in. So we've got that now, it's fine. So it can still be adjusted a bit backwards and forwards depending on what the plaster wants to do. But yeah, that's going to go in there. You need to cut out the other side now. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, up the top, cool. So let's get these bits cut out. I think it's time for a bit of time lapse. Going to start sanding back cracks on that wall. Time lapse. Yeah, well, pretty much got all the sanding done in the rest of the house. So it's going to look like, unfortunately, the plaster didn't make it today, which is a bit of a bummer. So even though I've got framing done, that still needs to be plastered. But what I'm going to do now, after reading up on this, is disorganise the organ. So just making sure it's got nothing plugged in. No, it doesn't. So what it says to do is to remove sweat, tap, blah, 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 remove screen from inside organ pipe room, yes. Release cable from floor about 3 metres to the outlet side console, yes. Slide console forward, yes. So this is remove screws, slide it from back panel left out. Now these screws here. So I'm just going to take these out. Okay, they're loose, so that's good. I'm not going to use any form of impact on this. Let's see what's behind this. wants to move. So there's just 2 more to go. Or is it 3? 3. And let's just slide out. Because what the whole purpose of this project is to undo those cables from the console. And then we can take the console, this thing as they're calling it, and put it into the storage, and then potentially put a door on here and lock it up and remove all those cables back in. It's going to be fun moving this because it's pretty heavy. Last screw, I think. Yep. Remove all the screws from back panel, lift out. Yeah, no, that's it. You're gonna lift out, yes you are. Ooh. Okay. No, it's not that easy. Because those power cables, this is just one set of huge capacitors, aren't they? So those power cables go in there. This one is the control. Wow, okay. That's different. Because those main power ones go through to the front. The red one stops there. Those main power ones go into the frame of the unit itself. Show you what I'm talking about. So down in there, that's where the wires come up. So that red one looks like it's pretty easy to detach. It's on that end of that lever. But then, yeah, this is old school resistance, and yeah, this is like a electrical switch type with resistance, which depending on what key you touch. There's still power to it, I can say that. There's a switch just there. And when you turn it on, comes on. That shouldn't be getting any power because there's nothing plugged into it from behind. That must be getting power from somewhere else aside from the 240 volt. That's unplugged. That's all unplugged. Still getting power. Alright, I don't want to muck around with this anymore because it's still getting power, and alright, I need to go zap. Okay, so that's it for the organ for the day, I reckon. Fortunately, the plasterer couldn't come today, but that's all good. He's going to come Monday. I've put in this side of the frame, but then I need to cut down that other side to 50. And this is only just sitting in there. It's nice and tight, which is good. can be adjusted. Anyway, I've got to go back and cut down that other frame to 50 wide, and then we're going to be sweet, and I'll put it back in later on today. Cool.